Now next point is the object model. RESTful object is a public specification of a hypermedia API for domain object model version 1.0. However, the big difference is that while ODA is really targeted to code, create, read, update and delete the functionality, RESTful object provides access to the full behavior, the methods of the object. RESTful object is the standard covering RESTful interface to domain object models. The specification is published under the Creative Commons licenses. Representation and resource defined by the standard. The standard defines a small set of JSON representation covering the generic constructs in a domain object model, including the following: a list of links to domain object, single domain object, property, collections belonging to a domain object, action that may be invoked on a domain object, an action result which would typically include the domain object or list. Domain service essentially a stateless domain object, small number of very specific representations such as home, versions and users. Now, RESTful object also defines a standard set of resources for accessing and manipulating these representations. The specification defines which HTTP methods may be used with each resources and their meaning. Then HTTP methods get, put, delete and post. Then objects, properties, collections, actions and action invoke. Get object summary, member summary, property values, property, details and values, collections, details and contents, actions commode, action invoke if query only, put, update the detail, clear multiple properties values, update or clear the value, add the object if set the semantic, invoke if add important, delete the object, clear the value, remove the object, 406 errors, 405 errors, then post, not it, errors, you are getting the errors for object, properties, action and action invoke, and in the collection you are getting the add the object. Now the properties object in general in a specific computer programming language, technology, notation or methodology that uses them. Examples are the object methods of Java, component object models or object modeling techniques. Such object models are usually using concepts such as class, generic functions, messages, inheritance, polymorphisms and encapsulation. There is extensive literature of formalized object model as a subset of formal semantics of programming languages. The collections of object classes through which a program can examine and manipulate some specific parts of its words. In other words, object-oriented interface to some services or systems, such as the interface is set with the object model of the represented services or system. For example, the document object models is the collections of objects that represent a page in a web browser and used by script programmers to examine and dynamically change the page. There is a Microsoft Excel object models for controlling the Microsoft Excel from another program and the ASCOMS. An object model consists of the following important features: object references, interface, actions, exceptions. Now let's start one by one. Object references. Object can be accessed via object references. To invoke a method in an object, the object references and method names are given together with any argument. An interface provides a definition of the signatures of a set of methods without specifying the implementations. An object provides a particular interface if its class contains code that implement the methods of that interface. An interface also defines types that can be used to declare the type of variable or parameters and return the values of method. Action. An actions in object-oriented programming is initiated by an object, invoking a method in another object. An invocation can include additional information needed to carry out the method. The receiver executes the appropriate method and then return control to the notebook, sometimes applying the result. Now next is an exceptions. Programs can encounter various errors and unexpected conditions of varying seriousness. During the execution of the methods, many different problems may be discovered. Exception provides a clean way to deal with the error condition without complicating the code. A block of code may be defined through an exception whenever particular unexpected condition or error arises. This means that control passes to another block of code that catches the exception. Now that is the diagram for the object model. That is the home page. Domain services list. Domain services, users, workers, users and workers. Get post and representations. Now all the object type object, the properties, object controls, object actions, object properties, is objects, domain services, domain the object list, action the result, if scalar values, scalars, action invoked in domain objects, details, domain type actions, domain type property description, collection description, extend description, action parent descriptions, type action result, representations. That is the values. Now next is the model, the URL. Now if an object model is ready, it's time to decide the resources URL. At this stage, when designing the resources, focus on the relationship between the resources and its sub-resources. The resources URL I endpoint for RESTful services. In our application, now the object model is ready. Now when object model is ready, it's time to decide the resource URL. At this step, when designing the resource URL, focus on the relation between resources and its sub-resources. These resources URL are endpoints for RESTful services. In our application, device is top level resources and configuration is sub-resources under devices. Let's write down the URL. Devices of ID, configurations of ID, devices of ID. Notice that this URL do not use any verb or operations. It's very important to not include any verbs in your URL. Should all be nouns only. Now next is the defining the data format. Data format decides data format decide how our data will be represented in exchange between the services and the client. XMLs and JSONs are two common data format used with REST web services. If you are using XML format, you would generally define XML schema for each representations you want to send. JSON is also getting more popular as it can be easily parsed using JavaScript at client side. Client and server can set the right headers in an HTTP request and response to tell the other party of the content type sent or expected. A server sets the header content type header for this purpose with a value such as applications transaction. Applications, JSONs. Client request in the format is called as the content negotiations. Now next is the assigning HTTP method. We need to decide on which HTTP methods are allowed by each exposure URLs and what these methods do. We should not assign any functionality to an HTTP methods. This is not within the specific definition boundaries for that method. For instance, a set method like get should be ready only and should not modify anything on server. An idempotent method should not make any irreversible side effects if executed multiple times. We can create a resources on a server by sending a representation of the new resources to the resource URL. Server should return a response code of do-not-want created. If a resources is created successfully on the server to create a new resources, you may either use put or post. Put is the idempotent whereas post is not. Since creation usually invokes generating IDs, post is not preferred. So our resources, URLs and their representation are fixed now. Let decides the possible operation in application. Map these operations on resource URL user. A user of network application can perform a browsers, create, update or delete the operation. So let's map them. Browser, all devices or configurations. HTTP get the devices configured. If the collection size is large, you can apply paging and filtering as well. The request will fetch first 20 records from the collection. Now browse all devices or configurations. HTTP get device configuration. It will be mostly a small size collection, so no need to enable filtering or sorting. Browse single device or configurations. To get the complete details of a device or configuration, use get operations of singular resources URL. HTTP get the device, HTTP get the configuration, browser single device or configuration. HTTP get the devices configuration. So resources representation will be the same. Or a subset of primary representation. Create a device or configuration. Create is not idempotent operation, and in HTTP protocol post is also not idempotent. So use post. HTTP post device, HTTP post configuration. Put is preferred for update the operation, even though you can use the post as well. According to the HTTP specification, when a resource is updated with put, you may either send a resource code of 200 or okay. If you are sending the back response body, you may use the delete method to delete a resources. If you have an operation that does not fit into any of the HTTP method, we should not try to modify the meaning of the current HTTP method. users. One possible way to overcome this situation is to model these operations within the data format. For example, you may include a state parameter XML element of JSON key and value pairs to denote this extra operation and can then do a regular put new update. Another way is to have the new resources or URL. Second way also allow us to do some filtering using some query parameter and still not violated the uniform interface contract of REST. JAX RS tutorials provide concept and example of JAX RS APIs. JAX RS tutorial is designed for beginners and professionals. There are two main implementation of JAX RS API: Jersey and REST